Hi Capricorn, happy birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your January 2022 love reading. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season and I hope you have a great new year as well. And for those of you who are new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insights after the bridge and gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot Sexual Magic. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Balance, which is the equivalent of the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy, and Desire, which is the equivalent of the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. So the way I'm reading these two cards to me says primarily that you guys might really saw a potential for this to be a really long-term committed relationship, and you might have had a lot of passion toward them, but at the same time I feel like this is saying that you might not have been expressive about it. So given that this is Sagittarius energy, I feel like this is more of something that you might have come to the realization about, but you didn't necessarily express to them that that was how you're feeling. And for some of you, there might have been some physical distance between the two of you as well in the past. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So while for some of you this can be directly related to you, for the majority of you I'm picking up on this as more of this was a situation that they were coming out of already. So, you might have been experiencing these feelings for this person, and then they might have been going through their own heartbreak from a separate situation. So for some of you that might have even been why you were holding back. You might have actually picked up on that energy from them, and due to that, that might have been why you were trying to keep your feelings under wraps. Alright, present position on your side, we have the Six of Arrows. So this is Aquarius energy here, and usually represents moving to calmer waters around the situation, making peace around the situation. But here I'm actually getting a bit of an energy that some of you might actually be losing a little bit of faith around the connection too. So maybe you were hoping that the person would have come out of their heartbreak by now, but you might feel like it's just taking longer than you expected, and that might have you feeling a bit more pessimistic toward the connection at this time. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the King of Swords, Aquarius energy there too, Ace of Wands, and the Moon. So with the King of Swords energy, this could definitely represent a bit of a detached energy. So for some of you, that's probably what you're still picking up on, right? The fact that it doesn't seem like they're necessarily open to love. But beneath that, we do see the Ace of Wands, which is definitely a very passionate energy. And then with the Moon, it could just be saying that that energy might be getting reignited in them. So for some of you, for example, just a generic example, given that this is Aquarius energy, we just had the full moon in Gemini recently. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, just as hypothetical, right, that full moon energy might have reinvigorated them when it comes to the passionate spark. And for others of you, keep in mind you're going to have a full moon in your opposite sign, which could be pretty passionate and intense, especially that it's going to be opposite Pluto. So the lunar cycles this month could definitely be important for you guys as far as causing shifts within the connection. Alright, and the future position on your side, we have Triumph. So this is the equivalent of the World card in traditional tarot. So if there was some kind of physical distance between the two of you, which I did pick up on in the past, it could just be saying that you could be bridging that gap. Maybe you're going to be moving to the same area they are, or if you've been away for work or something along those lines, you might be coming back to the same area. But even beyond that, this could just be saying triumph as far as learning the lessons that there were to learn around this connection and actually finally feeling like you're able to connect with this person. So, like I said, it could just be those lunar cycles, the fact that right now we have Venus retrograde, there's going to be a Mercury retrograde in January as well. So there's going to be a lot of energy for things to come back around and be rectified. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Hierophant. So this is Taurus energy here, which for you guys is your 5th house. And of course, this to me represents them definitely feeling a bit more stable. if nothing else, right? Those were kind of intense energies there in the past, and then even in the present, with that detached bit of energy with the King of Swords. Now to see the Hierophant, right? To me, that represents more of a growth and continuation toward their openness when it comes to actually being in a more committed relationship. So whatever this heartbreak was from the past, looks like they will be coming out of that. You know, it might take them a little while, but I feel like you will be seeing the progress from that situation this month for sure. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have love. So this is actually the major arcana card for Gemini. So for some of you, this might have been a realization that you might have come to around that Gemini full moon that we recently had, right? So for some of you, the ball might have started rolling in the situation as far as getting the connection moving forward. But yeah, for the majority of you, I feel like this is saying more of you guys coming to that realization around the time of that full moon, and then the action's still to come. But that's what I see there. And the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is an Aries energy, so it's another passionate energy on that end, and then also points to stability and commitment as well. And for you guys, Aries energy is your fourth house too, so that could also represent them potentially seeing that energy of building a home with you. So definitely pretty positive there. And beneath that, we see the sun as well. So yeah, definitely looks like they're going to be coming into a much more bright, optimistic energy for sure. All right, so moving on to your oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what we're going to be looking for is first some jumpers as far as unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. But if I shuffle for a bit with no jumpers, I'll just pull cards. So let's see what we get. All right, almost had one there. Okay, got one there, and next we'll see if we get one from them to you. Yep, there we go. All right, so let's see. On your side, we have yes. Okay, well, that really didn't add much to anything, but if you did have some kind of question in your mind, hopefully that gave you some insight there. And then on their side, we have stubborn. So yeah, I will say the stubborn energy I definitely do pick up on as far as with that Three of Swords, and then I mentioned that King of Swords energy, which is, you know, can be a bit detached, right? So, I mean, obviously they could have had a very legitimate reason for being in that Three of Swords energy, but I definitely do pick up on that it might take them a really long time to open up again, right? And that could have been where your frustration was coming from, and possibly where you were losing faith within the connection as well, right? Like, okay, is this person ever going to open up, right? And keep in mind that is still Taurus energy there, which could also be perceived as stubborn sometimes. So you could definitely be dealing with someone that has a lot of fixed energy in their chart, but I do see them progressing toward opening up for sure. All right, and last we will pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. I pre-shuffled this deck as well. Here we're just looking for one card though, with general advice to wrap up with. All right, got two actually. So let's see what we got. Okay, we have Here and Now. There's the artwork. The number is 32. And we have Milk and Honey, number 51. So definitely pretty positive looking cards, but we'll read them in the order they came out. So let's see. Okay, it says, being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. The Oracle's message, everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. So, pretty positive message there, especially because, like I said, for some of you, it looks like you might be losing a little bit of faith toward the connection in the present position. So, hopefully that resonated. The relationship message says it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now, one that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So yeah, I mean, reading that message did remind me of the fact that obviously that Venus retrograde we have right now is in your sign. So naturally, you could be feeling that more than most signs. So if you are feeling a little bit down at the time, that would make sense in that regard. Hopefully that resonated. All right, and the milk and honey message says the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that you need to be met. The oracle's message: you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. So, definitely a pretty positive message there as well. And the relationship message says sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, and love among friends and family are all here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you'll be nourished with the honey of abundance. So yeah, again, a pretty positive message there. Like I said, it does look like this person was going through some kind of heartbreak. I don't think that was directly related to you. So it looks like they're slowly opening up, but it does look like they'll get there for sure. And then for looks at these oracle messages as well, looks like things will progress in a pretty positive way for you guys. So hopefully that resonated with you. Once again, happy birthday. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season and a happy new year. And I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.